Good afternoon, Boston Bruins. Maria speaking.
Hello, this is Rachel Santucci. I'm just calling about my interview with Mr. Neely.
Hi, Rachel. Hold on 1 second. Let me get him for you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Hold on.
The bottom of the right wing circle sends it across. Score! Tracy!
The TD Garden, New England's premier sports and entertainment venue, is home to the six-time Stanley Cup champion Boston Bruins.
At the left post and a 5-on-3 goal!
Looking for the most up-to-date Bruins information, scores, contests, special promotions, and more? Stay connected all year long through the team's official Twitter, Facebook, mobile, Instagram, Pinterest, Tumblr, email, and more. Learn more at bostonbruins.com/den.
And a 5-1 lead!
Want to secure your seat for every Bruins home game? Join the Boston Bruins season ticket waiting list for loge and balcony seats. Or learn more about the 5 distinct seating options currently available in the Premium Club. Can't make it to every game? Game plans and individual game tickets are also available. Yep. Rachel, hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Do you want to get your young skater involved in
Hello.
Hello, this is Rachel Santucci.
Rachel, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
So I just have some questions for a project I'm doing in my Intro to Sports Management class. Do you mind if I record this phone call?
No.
Okay.
I don't mind.
Thank you. So first I have some hockey questions and then transfer into the business. So I can just start if you're ready.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. When did you start playing hockey as a kid and when did you realize that you wanted to play professionally?
Probably started skating as soon as I could walk, and then organized hockey probably at 4 or 5. And then when I was around 15 years old, thought that I may have an opportunity to at least advance to next levels of hockey.
Okay. How did you feel in 1986 about your trade to the Boston Bruins? Is that the same way you feel today about it?
I was a little surprised that I was traded, and somewhat concerned where my career was heading. And sorry, what was the second part of the question?
And is that the same way you still view the trade?
No, I look at the trade. It happened to be on my birthday. I look at it probably as the best birthday gift that I've been given.
What's the coolest experience you had while you played hockey?
I don't know if I can point to one experience.
Mm-hmm.
Just the opportunity to, have a career playing a game that I loved.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What made you realize that you wanted to go into the business field after your hockey career?
Well, I still love the game. Unfortunately, couldn't play, but I still love the game and have a huge passion for how the Boston Bruins do. I wasn't quite sure I would enjoy it as much as I have, although, there's ups and downs like everything, but to still be involved with the game and the team has been exciting for me.
Okay. How did you make that tradition from the athlete to the business field?
Well, I have a charitable foundation, so I started that, so I learned a little bit about business there, and then after I had to retire, I got involved with a couple different startup companies, so I had learned a lot with those different companies on the business side, so that was helpful for me before I got back involved with the team.
Is there anyone who's inspired you in both the athletic and business parts of hockey that you've learned a lot from?
Well, various teammates over the years, coming in as an 18-year-old rookie, you're dealing with men, so there's a lot of teammates over the years that, you admire and look up to, and I'd actually, watched play, so, but then on the business side, it's there's been a number of different people throughout the National Hockey League that never played the game, but they're involved with the game on the business side with various teams or even at the league level, which I've been able to learn from.
Okay. What's your favorite part of like the sport business industry? That's kind of like a broad question, but
the sport, well, just it's been interesting to see how we could use social media to keep our fans engaged, even on days that we don't play.
Okay. As president, how involved are you with the coaching staff and the players on the team?
Well, I'm around a lot. I do travel with the team, not every game, but I like to keep a pulse on what's going on with the players and the coaching staff. But we have a general manager that deals with the coach on a regular basis. For me, though, I do like to be around, and I do like to have a pulse of what's happening in the locker room.
Okay. So the other levels of management you work with on a daily basis, would that be like the GMs more than like coaching? Or
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then do you work directly with the drafting, trading, and free agency?
Well, I'm involved with the meetings, the scouting staff, but again, it's really, the general manager will come to me with some of his thoughts or suggestions or ideas, and we'll certainly have conversations about it. But I like for our GM to be able to do his job and our scouts to be able to do their job.
Mm-hmm. What other positions did you hold before becoming president?
With the team, I was vice president before that.
Okay. Does your career provide you with a good balance between work and home life?
It can be a challenge at times. During the hockey season, we play almost every other night. There's travel involved, so I miss a number of things with the kids growing up that they're certainly understanding of, but there's a work-life balance that you got to navigate through, and that can take some time in the summer to kind of catch up, which is nice too.
How much has your opinion of the GM, coach, and management positions changed since you joined the business side of the operation? And is there anything now you wish you had a better understanding of as a player?
Well, yeah, as a player, you don't really have an idea of a really good idea of what really goes into, assembling the team and the staff. Aside from the players, there's a lot of hockey ops staff that, you certainly have to make sure you're making the right choices, and you hope you're making the right choices, obviously, in that regard. And from a player's perspective, probably just just to maybe they're really, from a player's perspective, I don't think looking back say, geez, I wish I knew this or that. I think the game has changed dramatically since I last played. So now with long-term contracts and what have you, it's you want the players to feel invested in the team just as much as you're investing in the player.
Okay. Do you have any advice for college students like myself who are studying in the field of sport management?
I just be a sponge, try and learn as much as you can, even if things don't interest you. It's better to have a better handle or understanding of of everything in this field, and before you really just say this is exactly what I do. I think it's just really just being a sponge, ask a lot of questions, and try and learn as much.
Okay. Of what accomplishments, or like one of your accomplishments, are you most proud of?
Professionally?
Yeah.
Well, as a team, being involved in 2011 when we won the Stanley Cup, and as a player, getting to the finals twice, unfortunately not winning, but just that whole journey. And as an individual, I think maybe individual player as well, just when I scored 50 goals in 44 games.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one. That was very good. How does a big milestone like winning the Stanley Cup affect the team and the franchise in the following seasons?
Well, it creates certainly a lot more interest of what's going to happen the next year. I mean, business-wise, you certainly see an uptick in sales across the board with interest from not only the hardcore fans, but maybe some fans that are casual, and just there's certainly much more interest, not just in the city, but across the league and in New England especially.
Okay. And the last question is, how has your career allowed you to promote the Cam Neely Foundation for Cancer Care?
When I was playing, it gave me an opportunity to be in front of press and talk about events and why we're raising money and what we're doing with the money we're raising. So it gave me that opportunity to really get the messaging out of what the foundation is up to and why we're doing it and how we're trying to help people.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time. I'm sure you're super busy, and I didn't want to take too long, but I'm super grateful for this interview, and I've learned a lot.
You're more than welcome. Good luck with everything.
You too, and good luck to the Boston Bruins with the rest of their season.
Thank you so much. All right, thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.